Hey y'all, welcome back to the next episode of my Skyblock series. We actually got water in our last episode, go make sure to check that out. But there's a few things I want to get done today. I want to convert a few zombies into drowned and get some copper to make a lightning rod. So when we get time to actually start farming for gold, we have the copper. Also, I want to make a little fish tank, I guess. I just want to make a little spot for us to be able to go fishing. And I'm going to make it right behind us because this is actually a river biome, which also will give us drowned if we need them. Also, I want to actually bridge out, and this is going to be a really long trek, but I want to bridge out all the way to a jungle biome and start fishing there to get some bamboo and some cocoa beans, which is actually part of the mod pack for this. You actually can't get cocoa beans from fishing in a jungle, but in this mod pack you can. So I'm going to want to get bamboo for scaffolding and new wood type, and cocoa beans, which we actually won't be able to use until we get jungle wood, but we'll at least have them. So the first thing I want to do is I want to surround one of these chutes with solid blocks and actually flood it. So actually all of the zombies that fall down there will be converted into drowned, and then we can start farming copper. All right, let's go ahead and grab our water, our only bucket. Let's go ahead and clear these guys out. And this should be right at head height, so this should be at the perfect level. We just need to clear the mop cap and get a few more falling in here. Alright, we got some in there. We're just going to let them go ahead and convert. You can see them shaking right now. Once they start converting to drowned, we can start farming them and start getting some copper. Also, I tested out the comment that was made in my last video about drowning this guy and having his armor pop off when he became a drowned. That actually doesn't work. That is only a bedrock feature that will not work on Java, unfortunately. We're just going to be stuck with this guy. So again, leave me a comment down below and let me know what we should name him. You can actually see with this guy, he's actually got armor and he's holding a weapon. I think when he converts, he won't drop any of his armor or his weapon. There you go. He's got all of his armor and his weapons still. Alright, to farm these guys, since they have full health, I'm actually going to use one of my more powerful bows that I've gotten so far. So I have a power 3 unbreaking 3 bow that I got that I'm going to use to farm these guys. Whoa, what is that? That guy is glowing really bright. That must be a bug in the shader pack. That's kind of weird. Is that gold? He's got gold on. Let's see if we can get some copper. Aquaman's nemesis. Aquaman's nemesis is kill a drowned for copper. That's funny. Clear out some of this mob cap here. Oh, we just got an iron shovel. Nice. Now, I don't actually believe zombie villagers will actually convert to drowned. Only regular zombies will convert to drowned. We got quite a few in here now. Taking these guys out. Nope, not yet. We're just really unlucky. Got quite a few drowned in here now, so we're going to go ahead and start farming those, and we need those copper rods. We need 3 copper ingots to make a lightning rod. Oh, we got one. Ooh, nice. We got 2, I think. We've got 2 ingots. Nice, nice. We only need 1 more for a rod. And while I let the zombies and drown collect up, I want to focus on making a little area for us to be able to fish. I want to start getting some treasure loot and actually get a mending fishing rod. And I think I'm going to focus the little fishing area right over here inside the river biome. One of the cool features of this mod pack is actually its unique achievement system. So if we go into the achievements here, we can actually see that there has its own Skyblock challenges. And one of the challenges is obtain every light source. So far I've gotten 1 of 59 light sources. So all I've gotten so far is a redstone torch. To light up this fish tank, we're going to need a light block, and I think I'm going to use some of my glowstone dust to actually make the very first glowstone blocks. And then there was light. Craft some glowstone for lighting, because I'm going to go ahead and put that into the fish farm here, and I actually have a layout of it here. This is what it's going to be. So I'm going to go ahead and get this together. All right, we got our own little fish pond here, and I actually went and bone mealed it to get it some seagrass. But now it's time to actually make our first fishing rod. Here we go. Got a little bit of string, and now it's just time to start fishing. I believe with our first fish, we should unlock fishy business. which is a vanilla achievement. There we go, fishy business. And this is large enough to actually start getting treasure loot. So we just need to continue fishing until we can actually start pulling up some treasure. Oh, nice, we got a puffer fish. Can't really use those until we start getting brewing stands, and I forgot to turn on the shader pack back on, but this actually looks really cool with shaders on. So my goal of fishing here is to actually get a mending fishing rod so we can actually go out to the jungle biome and set up an AFK fish farm, because all we really need is the bamboo and the cocoa beans, and those are part of the junk loot, so we can actually set up just an AFK fish farm using the mending rod and just sit there and fish and not worry about durability. But unfortunately the jungle is like 3,000 blocks out, so that's going to be fun. Oh, we got a thunderstorm, so now would actually be a really good time to put down the lightning rod. I think I'm going to go ahead and use non-flammable blocks, so I'm going to start using some of these bone blocks, and I'm going to actually put the lightning rod. Let's go ahead and make that lightning rod real quick. Storm tamer, nice. I think I'm actually going to put it right over here, and I actually want to make a light source. Whoa. Okay, calm down. Calm down. That should now protect us. We should be good. And I want to actually utilize the rain because it actually helps with fishing. Oh, there it goes. The rain actually helps us catch fish faster. There goes one of my fishing rods, and I believe I am low on string. I might have to fix one of these cells here to allow for spiders to spawn, so I can start getting more string. Oh, that was the second one. We've gotten some trap hooks, a bunch more fish, water bottle, and I got a string, but I'm now down to 2 string, which will get me another fishing rod, but I might have to look into getting a better source of string because this mob farm does not spawn spiders, so I might need to change it up and get some spiders spawning unless I get lucky and get a mending fishing rod. After so many tries and having to change the water up because it wasn't all source blocks, because when you fish, every waters has to be a source block to get treasure, I finally got a enchanted fishing rod, Unbreaking 3, and I've gotten a enchanted book, which I can't really do anything until I get a bunch of iron for an anvil, but okay, I'll take it. I'll just keep going until I can get a mending fishing rod. That took way too long. I finally got a mending fishing rod with Luck of the Sea 2 and Unbreaking. Only got 1 durability, but that's enough. Luck of the Sea will actually allow me to get more treasure loot, and if we can get lure, we can actually combine those two eventually once we get enough for an anvil. Now I can finally mend this up with enough. Put this in my offhand, and I'm going to go to the mob farm and actually mend it up real quick. There we go, fully mended. So this should actually help me get treasure loot a lot faster. Alright, after fishing for so long, I've actually got a spare mending rod. So I've got all of my junk loot in here with my water bucket. I've got all the fish in here, and then I've got all of my treasure loot in here with a few extra fishing rods that I got, a bunch of the saddles, but then I did get this mending fishing rod that I traded out for. So this one was the first one I caught, and then this is the newest one that I just got with Luck of the Sea 3. I did want to get one with lure, so I could continue fishing, but I think I want to go out to a jungle biome and actually get some bamboo and cocoa beans. And there's a little feature on this mod pack that will allow me to farm sand in a warm biome using coral, and I tracked it out in creative, and the jungle and warm ocean are barely close by. They're actually like 1,000 blocks apart, but the jungle is about 3,000 blocks out, so yeah, it's going to be a lot of bridging. But I want to round this episode out with getting some bamboo and some sand. But first I need to go ahead and collect a bunch of slabs, because I'm going to slab all the way out to the jungle biome and create a little fishing spot so I can get bamboo and cocoa beans. All right, so I've got about 3,000 blocks out that I need need to bridge, and I'm going to go ahead and leave my little mini HUD coordinates up in the corner so I can find my way to get there, because we need to actually go, we actually have to go to negative 1500 to get to the jungle. So I think I need to go this way and this way. So I need to go this way here and then that way there. So I'm going to go ahead and start bridging out and go all the way out to the jungle biome. All right, we made it all the way out to the jungle biome, but I actually forgot water. So I'm gonna run back and actually ride the horse back since we have saddles now and start getting some bamboo. Heading back, and it looks like I actually got lucky. There are 2 ancient city portal frames with shriekers right below them, really close together. Nice. All right, made it back to the main island here, and I wanted to show off the horse that I got. After getting a saddle, I went ahead and put it on there, and so this is pretty good. If I turn on mini HUD, you can actually see this is a 12.5 meter per second, and it's got a 2.8 meter jump. So pretty good, pretty quick horse. So this is what I'll use to get around from island to island. All right, I've got my bucket of water, I've got my extra blocks, and I'm going to head out and collect some bamboo and some sand. We've got a little bit more bridging to go, but I'll show that off when we get there. Okay, so I'm tired of manually fishing, so I'm going to set up an automatic fish farm, or an AFK fish farm, so I don't have to deal with manually fishing anymore. So I believe it's along the lines of that. I believe I need to set up a note block, like that. And I did make a hopper because this will be an AFK fish farm that I need a hopper for. So let me grab a couple of chests. Let's knock these out here. I actually want to be able to save this hopper here. And since we're at the bottom of the world, I wonder if I should raise this up a bit. Yeah, let me change this up a little bit real quick. All right, I forgot to bring a bed, but let's go ahead and do the chests here. We'll do hopper here, and we'll do that right there. Slabs around, water log, pressure plate, and nope, block. All right, I believe I actually need to extend this out by 1. So now if I aim at corner, I believe that should work. Okay, perfect. Now I can just set this up in AFK and I'll come back after a little bit. All right, after AFKing for quite a few hours, I've actually got what I need: bamboo and cocoa beans. So let's grab these and unlock those achievements. Beware of piranha. Nice. Fish for cocoa beans in the jungle. Nice. Now we can actually start growing bamboo and actually get bamboo wood. So now we have 2 types of wood. Awesome. And all this other stuff is just junk. We don't really need any of it. We have so much of it at the base. So now what I want to do is actually, I need to take, I had to lock up the horse because it kept climbing up here and pushing me off while I was AFK. I need to actually bridge out like another 500 blocks this way and like another 500 blocks that way to actually start farming sand. And I've got all the wood I need to actually get out there. All right, now that I made it out to the warm ocean, I'm going to go ahead and start building a sand farm. Now, as long as we are in the warm ocean, we just need to build a way for coral to spawn, and I can actually show you how to do that. And let's build out a little platform here. We'll build little columns for water to be able to flow out of. Build a little blockade here to prevent me from falling off the edge. So if we put this to block the water, so now if we drop the water here, take the bone meal, if we bone meal block, we will get a coral fan. If we let the coral fan dry out. And I know it's dark, I'm sorry. Forgot to bring a bed. If we drop water back on the coral fan, we should start getting sand. Now, I believe the rate of sand that the coral fan drops was actually nerfed and made a lot slower. So it actually drops a lot slower now. But we got sand. It gets everywhere. Erode dead coral into sand by letting water flow out of it. Nice. So it'll just continuously keep going. We just bone meal, pick up, let it dry, drop it. There we go. And we just repeat this process over and over. Nice. And actually, red coral will give you red sand. Nice. So I'm just going to continue farming sand here for a bit so we can get quite a few stacks before I head on back, since we have to go all the way like 4,000 blocks back. Now, one thing I did want to mention is that the coral will actually break over time and will stop producing, like it'll just go away. At which point you'll just have to create a new coral. It will only dispense so much sand before it breaks. And that breaking is random. It's not the, like you heard it, it just broke. So now if we do this again, oh, another one just broke. Yep. See, so this one broke this time, so it's completely random. And also, now that I have sand, I can actually make another fireproof block. Nice. And we don't actually have to chop wood for it. But I feel like this is a more tedious process because we have to lay down the water, pick it back up instead of just chopping a tree down. This seems like more work to do. Whoa. I was just extending the bridge out here and I got an achievement. Place calcite while corals would flourish. What? I haven't placed calcite down. Place calcite where corals would flourish. Okay, I don't know what that achievement is from. Oh, way over here? How did I do that? High suitability. I actually have a mod advancement here. Yeah, I don't know how that happened. It must be a bug or something. I did not place any calcite. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and just continue farming this and collect a whole bunch more before I head on back, because I still gotta go like, 4,000 blocks back. But make sure to go ahead and subscribe, like the video. And if you want to support me, go ahead and become a YouTube channel member. But if you want to just support me for free, you can actually just do that by subscribing. I'll see you guys next time.